407 years ago, our forefathers discovered Ohio. And what we've done is we found some really good deer hunting in Ohio.
You know, one of the things we should do as outfitters and as deer hunters ourselves, we should try to balance the herd a little bit. If you're going out hunting and you're seeing 5 times as many does as you are bucks, then you probably need to think about taking some of these does out of the herd. Not only does that let your bucks have a chance to get more of the food and minerals and everything else that your property holds, which will allow them to grow bigger and stronger, but it also helps during the rut. Rut comes around, if you've got 5 times as many does as you do bucks, the bucks don't have to get out and search for does. There's plenty of them around. Why should he go out in the middle of this wide open field after this one doe standing out here when there's 10 standing over here in the bushes with him? So get your doe herd in balance a little bit and it'll help you hunting out a whole lot. And that's what we're doing here today. Not only are we balancing the herd, we're getting some food in the freezer and making some jerky also. You guys stick with us.
Okay gang, here we are. It was December the 10th. Beautiful evening. Getting in this box this afternoon late. Just right behind the house. Been to Ohio several times, but again, behind the house, no place like home. We really enjoy hunting this river bottom. Saturday, didn't really have a whole lot of time, getting closer to Christmas. So everybody's busy, everybody's got stuff to do, so I'm slipping in here about an hour and a half before dark, trying to see if I can catch something slipping down the river bottom. And today's jerky day. If we see it, we're going to take a crack at it. So if we see a mature doe, we're going to take a crack at it. I'm not going to shoot anything that walks, but if it's a decent sized doe, I'm gonna take a stab at her. But anyway, I'd like to see a big old decent buck walking down this river bottom, is what I'd like to see. It's been a non-typical in here, which is really odd for our area, but he's got kind of like a third main beam that's kind of growing up and out. It's not really much, but it's just like a gnarly looking brow tie. So I hope we see him. But if we don't, a big old fat doe this evening will work. You guys stick around. Hopefully it'll be fun. Jerky. Jerky. This is what you call jerky time right here. Tonight was, if it's brown, it's down. Well, we wasn't gonna shoot no button heads, but anyway. All right. Now we'll go get number 2. Well, gang, back here in North Carolina tonight. Been doing a lot of stuff in Ohio, spent a lot of time up there, but tonight was definitely jerky night at home. As you can tell, we got the opportunity to hunt a place we hadn't hunted or killed a deer on in about 10 years, and we had a real good time sitting there this afternoon. It was real cold. It was about 32 at dark, which is pretty warm or pretty cold for this time of year, and pretty cold compared to what it has been. But anyway, we're just tickled to death with what we got here, and we're gonna skin them out now and see if we can't make some jerky out of them. Appreciate you guys watching.
Now, not only do you need to keep your does in check, you need to give them some supplemental minerals in the springtime, and that's what we're doing here in this next little segment. Had Stephen Hopkins with me, a good buddy of mine. Met Stephen last year. He came up and hunted with us, and I think he's gonna be helping us out some here on the show. But we're going around this spring. It's April, and we're freshening up some mineral sites and making some new ones. You guys take a look. Well, guys, y'all can see we're out here checking our mineral sites. I was here 4 days ago, and I freshened up a mineral site. This is the mineral site from last year. Poured the rain last night. I mean, absolutely poured the rain, and you guys can see the deer's been in here this morning already. It ain't but like 9 o'clock, and they've been wearing it out in here, looking, licking, and everything else. So I'm gonna check the camera, see how many pictures we got in the last 3 or 4 days, and we're gonna go on around, make another mineral site on the other side of the farm. Y'all stick with us. Well, here we are at another mineral site. Hadn't been any build-a-bone here since last spring, and you can see they've been in here since the rain last night. So build-a-bone works. We're gonna check this camera, see what we got. What do you think, Steve? I believe the deer love his build-a-bone, man. I really do. Now on this next hunt, I didn't get a lot of time to hunt here at home last year. Spent a lot of time in Ohio with you guys. And when I finally got home, we decided that we needed some jerky. So I load up this afternoon. I go down here to my farm, to the box, and I'm going to try to get us something to make some jerky out of. And before I ever get to the stand, I'm starting out across the field, and I look down on the far corner of the field, and standing off down there, there's 4 does standing in the field. And they never really spooked off. They just kind of turned and walked back into the woods. And right off the bat, I knew, being it's my personal farm and I've hunted here my whole life, I know where those deer were going to travel. So I kind of rushed around, snuck, got down in my box, and hadn't been in the box a couple of minutes, and sure enough, here come the deer out. In fact, they came out so fast, I couldn't get my big camera up, and I started filming with the little camera that I had mounted to the gun, and worked out all right except for the shot, and you guys see what I mean. You know, like I said, didn't have time to get my big camera turned on really and get on these deer, and I just had the little one mounted to the scope. And everything was going along good and everything was fine, but the recoil on a 7mm Magnum, it will turn your camera off for you when you pull the trigger, just so you know. Well guys, I was going to come hunting this afternoon and stepped out into my field, looked off down in the field. There was some deer out in the field and couldn't get on them at that time, and they went back in the woods. And I figured they were going to come in the woods and come right around where they usually do, and they'd be coming right by my box. So I slipped around in front of them, got ahead of them, and got in there and just got the window open, sat down, got everything situated, and